Hi, I'm Randy Hahn, television voice of the Sharks on Fox Sports Net. It seems hard to believe, but very soon, the San Jose Sharks will be celebrating their 10th season in the National Hockey League. And while we haven't hoisted any Stanley Cup banners in the Bay Area yet, it certainly has been a lot of fun. Stick with us for the next few minutes as we recall some of the great memories and great moments in Sharks history. And it seems like only yesterday that the Sharks played their first ever home game at the old Cow Palace in Daly City.
Center, McLeod, quarterback in the offense, gets it in deep, drops it, shoots, score! Oh, what a bonanza! Presley scores the first home goal for the Sharks.
Well, in the Sharks' inaugural campaign, there was precious little to cheer about. But in a midseason game against Montreal, rookie scoring sensation Pat Falloon scored a dramatic goal with literally just seconds remaining as the Sharks pulled out a tie with the powerful Canadiens.
Faceoff comes back to Falloon, tries to find it, he scores! Pat Falloon has tied the game. There is no time left. And we're going to overtime.
Year two would prove to be a test of patience, but on opening night, captain and fan favorite Kelly Kisio capped off truly a night to remember.
Out in front, goes to the left corner, and we just have a minute to go now in overtime. Sharks right out in front, got it now! Oh, what a bonanza! Kelly Kisio scores, and the Sharks win it in overtime.
Boy, you can feel it in this crowd, boy. What a great goal by Kelly Kisio.
The Sharks gained their first real measure of respectability in their third season, 1993-94. That Sharks team was a colorful group of veterans, youngsters, role players, and cast-offs, all of them with something to prove, and prove something they did. On the night of April 5th, the Sharks clinched their first ever Stanley Cup playoff berth with a 2-0 win over Los Angeles.
Now Baker comes in. Jamie Baker in on Stauber, scores! Now Blake and Odgers behind the net. Back it comes. Falloon in front, and they score! Jamie Baker got the last touch of the puck, and the Sharks lead 2-0. And it's over. The San Jose Sharks have made history. They're going to the Stanley Cup playoffs.
The 94 playoffs will always hold a special place in the hearts of Sharks fans. In the opening round that year, the Sharks were matched up against the favored and powerhouse Detroit Red Wings. And in Game 1 in Detroit, the Sharks stunned the Red Wings faithful with an electrifying 5-4 victory. And on this night, young defenseman Vlastimil Krupa would be the hero.
Now the Sharks send a couple in deep to forecheck themselves. Duchesne and Dolan. Ellick back there as well, and they get the puck. Here's Ellick back through. Shot. They score! It's Krupa with the shot, and the Sharks lead 5-4.
Krupa coming in, getting the puck from the point. The youngster, his first playoff goal.
Time running down to 5 seconds. Chason fires it to the line. One last chance. Irbe out of the net. It's over. The San Jose Sharks have won the opening game, shocking the Detroit Red Wings 5-4.
There would be no room for error as the series would go down to a 7th and deciding game. And Jamie Baker would shock the hockey world with this magical Sharks moment.
Now Whitney. He's all alone. He'll push it to the corner. Chase after it. Trailing is Baker. They score! Sharks score. They lead 3-2.
It's in the net. Osgood went out, tried to clear it along the boards, and Baker was there.
Plays it to the neutral zone. It's over. The San Jose Sharks have pulled off a miracle. They're going to round 2. Detroit is out.
Following the Detroit upset, the Sharks would move to the second round against Toronto. And in Game 3 of that series, the Sharks' Ulf Dahlen produced the first and only playoff hat trick in Sharks history.
Dahlen works it in front. Scores! Dahlen dishes back to Elliott. Back to Dahlen. Looking for Whitney in front. He scores! Sharks with the puck. Ulf Dahlen across the blue line. Scores!
Speedy Jeff Friesen came to the Sharks as a highly touted 18-year-old, and later he would go on to set the standards for goals, assists, and points in a San Jose sweater. But one moment Jeff will never forget was the night he scored his first ever NHL goal in January of '95.
His Andrew shot right in his wheelhouse, got the shot. There's a chance for Friesen on a breakaway. Scores!
His first National Hockey League goal, shorthanded. Friesen coming down. Look at how he pulls away from Kenny Johnson. Right in here on Felix Potvin. No mistake. He just drills that puck past.
In '95, the Sharks would again go to the postseason. And in Game 2 versus the Calgary Flames, Ulf Dahlen netted the overtime game winner, sending the Sharks home up 2-0.
And the Flames can't clear it. It's loose in front. They score! Ulf Dahlen wins it. Sharks win! The San Jose Sharks have won.
Joe Otto won the draw. The puck goes around the boards. The Sharks able to keep it in. And Ulf Dahlen just cruising up high, and he made no mistake in snapping that one in. And
the Flame series would go the full 7 games, and then some. In double overtime, Ray Whitney, with a little help from Igor Larionov, would be the hero of the day.
But it's knocked off his stick. Here's Makarov to the net. They score! Ray Whitney, and there will be octopus on Sunday.
San Jose hosted the Hockey World in 1997 when the NHL brought its prized All-Star game to the Bay Area. Owen Nolan would thrill the Sharks faithful with a performance to remember, including the called shot.
Now the East start on the attack. A drop pass stolen by Nolan. He's got 2 goals. He points at the net. He shoots. Score! Owen Nolan scores the hat trick. I don't believe it. He pointed at Dominik Hasek and snapped it to the top part of the net. What a goal by Nolan.
NHL legend Bernie Nicholls came to the Sharks in the latter part of his brilliant career. Always known for his scoring exploits, Sharks fans will never forget Bernie's mammoth hit on the Dallas Stars' Chris Tansel.
Stars on the attack. Marshall drop for Tansel. Oh, he's leveled by Bernie Nicholls. A mid-ice check. Nicholls just got everything into Chris Tansel, and there are bells a-ringing in the center of the ice as the Dallas Stars forward is down and out.
One of the most electrifying moments in San Jose Arena history came on April 28th of 1998. The Sharks and Dallas, Game 4 of their first-round playoff series. A Sharks win would even the series, but a loss would spell a 3-1 deficit. The game was scoreless through regulation, and the nail-biting continued into overtime when Sharks defenseman Andres Uzin sent everyone home happy with his OT winner.
Now Nicholls centers. Here's Susan. Shoots. Score!
The opening round of the '99 playoff series pitted the 7th-seeded Sharks against the powerhouse Colorado Avalanche. Game 4 in Denver, and the Sharks romped to a 7-3 win, powered in part by Vincent Damphousse and his NHL record-tying 2 shorthanded goals.
Here's a breakaway for Vinny Damphousse. Damphousse skates in from center. Damphousse scores! Here's Damphus with a break shorthanded. He skates in, scores! The first shot Craig Billington faces is through his leg.
A moment that one day may prove to be as big as any in Sharks history occurred October 2nd of 1999. On that evening, defenseman Brad Stuart made his NHL debut in style.
Now the puck squirts loose. Here's Brad Stuart. He moves up the middle. The pass. The move by Friesen. Back out to Stuart. He scores! His first goal!
1999-2000 would see the rebirth of an NHL superstar, Nolan. Following 2 frustrating seasons, Nolan rededicated himself, and the result was an MVP-type year. Nolan set team records for goals and points. The spring of 2000 will long be remembered in the Silicon Valley. The Sharks qualified for the Stanley Cup playoffs for the 3rd consecutive season, but because of their 8th seeded position, they had to face the President's Trophy winning St. Louis Blues. Game 4 would prove pivotal in the St. Louis series. A Sharks win would give them a 3-1 lead, but a St. Louis victory would square the series at 2 each. Enter defenseman Gary Suter.
Gary Suter fires it in and scores!
A lopsided Game 6 victory by the Blues forced a deciding 7th game in St. Louis, and all the Sharks would have to do to win the series would be to play the perfect game. And a perfect game it would be.
Sutter wins the draw. Ragnarsson from the blue line trips one in that's deflected, and they score! Ron Stern gets the first goal of the game, and the Sharks are ahead 1-0. Pronger moves it ahead, but Nolan comes up with it. He's got Lowry on his left. Owen tees it up from center and scores! Owen Nolan with a blast from center ice off Turek's glove, and it's silent at Kiel center. Here's Marty Reisner to the blue line. Drop pass for Nagy. Shot, and Steve Shields with a brilliant stop. And here's a 2-on-0. Friesen missed the net. They score! Jeff Friesen put it in. It's 3-0. That's it. They have done it. The San Jose Sharks move on.
Those were indeed some great moments and some great memories from the Sharks' past. But you get the feeling that the best is still to come. I'm Randy Hahn. Thanks for being with us, and I'll see you at the Shark Tank.